But guys, thank you for watching Social Plug Media right now. We are getting back into a groove of like giving highlights to these local bands, and there's a lot of them, and that's what I love about New Braunfels and this area, Central Texas of music. As you can see, if you're just joining in, you missed out a little bit of the intro of the TripleJBand, but these guys are playing locally too, and but I love to just give back in the way to find out about these local bands. And we have a connection in a way. You're going to find out about that today. And so I'm going to bring these guys into the shot here in just a second. But again, shout out to everybody that's going to be watching online. If you're watching online, join in. We've seen the comments that you're putting in here. Hopefully they're good and fun. And, I love these guys' energy, by the way, when they came in. So, I know there's going to be some fun today. But join in. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for joining in. And make sure you like and subscribe our channel here, where we're going to have many more artists. But we're going to start off with these young men who, it's the Triple J. When I first kind of heard this, I was like, me being the wrestling fan, I'm like, okay, Triple H, I love this thing. There's got to be some type of connection. Also, it's pretty crazy because my brother's name is Joe Michael. My name is Justin, and my younger brother's Jeffrey. I didn't tell these guys earlier that. So we kind of got it. We might have to go Triple J versus Triple J. We'll have to see what's up. But guys, if you are hiding underneath a rock here in New Braunfels and you haven't seen these guys play, you're missing out. And again, if you're just joining in, you got to go back to the beginning. But also, we're going to talk about what these guys are doing around here in New Braunfels and where they want to go and stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to bring them on. And so these are the Triple J's here. What's up, gentlemen? How we doing?
What's up? How you doing?
Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to get comfortable here, man. So good stuff, guys. I watched y'all's band the other night. That was at Tacos and Tequilas. Was that the first time y'all were out there?
Yeah, that was the first time we were out there. We did go eat there, by the way. Bomb. Basota tacos out there, bro.
The asada's better, though.
Oh, man. I think it's all good, honestly. Yeah, we had our feeling up there, man. It was really good, and it was a pleasure to play out there.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. So let's get started with who are you? Where you're from, all that good stuff right now. Let's introduce the Triple J.
Yeah, so my name's Josh Martinez. I'm right here from, technically I guess San Marcos, Texas, but grew up here in New Braunfels.
Okay.
And but yeah, I've been right here.
I'm Josiah Granado. I play drums.
The drummer. Okay.
Yeah, I'm from New Braunfels, Texas, also.
Okay.
I'm Jonah Diaz. I play lead guitar. I'm also from New Braunfels.
Okay. Don't be afraid to get too close. Remember, guys, I got to be able to hear you pretty good there. So I know you're used to the mic right there in front of you, but you know what I mean? Just if you can get a little bit closer to the mic when you're getting talking. So you said San Marcos? Are y'all all from San Marcos? I'm sorry?
Nah, I'm from New Braunfels.
New Braunfels. So were you a unicorn or what?
Yeah. Unicorn.
Yeah, all
unicorns.
unicorns.
Representing.
Yep.
What were you, Josh? You're a
I was a rattler till about third grade, and then I moved up to New Braunfels. I've been a unicorn since then. So
okay.
Yeah, more New Braunfels, honestly, though.
That's what's up, man. Well, what's been really cool is I was invited to go and see y'all. And this was the first time I saw y'all playing was at the Phoenix Saloon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all played there. How many y'all been there? How many times y'all been there?
Oh yeah, we played there probably a dozen times, probably.
Was that y'all's first spot?
That was our first spot.
Okay.
Yes.
Explain to us, like, how did this get started, and how did this roll into y'all's first gig here at the Phoenix Saloon?
You want me to explain, or you want to say it?
Yeah, you can go.
All right.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. So basically, they started. They started way before me playing music. Obviously, I kind of picked up the guitar COVID year. And started teaching myself how to sing through YouTube, stuff like that. But basically in high school, I remember me and this guy used to skip class and go to Buc-ee's all the time. And I remember I was like, hey, yo, we should start a band, bro. Like, screw it, try it. He was like, yeah. And it took a while, it took probably honestly, we didn't even start the band even through high school. Or it was after high school that I work at HEB too. Okay. So I saw his cousin. Me and his cousin worked together for a while. And I was like, hey, I think me and your cousin Jonah are going to start a band. And he goes, oh, for real? So what ended up happening, I just found this out later. He went home, talked to Jonah, and then and Jonah, he told him, hey, this guy from my work, they want to start a band. He goes, what? He goes, I don't remember hearing
It had been so long after that I did not remember.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was like, there's no way. Like, who's he talking about?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. But long story short, I ended up texting him on Snapchat. And at the time, I was just playing open mics. I didn't have any real gigs or nothing. I was just kind of solo
Where were you
dolo.
playing? Where were you playing at?
A lot of the Phoenix Saloon,
really?
the
Okay.
Poorhouse, doing those little open mics around there. But like I said, nothing crazy, no real gigs or nothing like that. It was mostly just open mics, going to play 2 or 3 songs, just connecting with people, having fun. And but no, I always knew that I wanted to take it serious, and I was like, if I want to take it serious, and I know the next step is to get a band. And
Well, hold on. Before you go into the band, then from this situation, you're young. How old are you again?
20.
You're 20. So when did you start these open mics?
I was about probably 16, 17.
Okay, so are they letting you go into these spots to play?
So they would only let you if you're playing, and then as soon as you're done, they would kick me out. So yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, you gotta go." I was like, "Oh man, dude," but yeah, no, they would only let you if you're playing.
Well, that's cool.
And then which is cool, right? Because I couldn't get in on it, obviously, on any other day. But yeah, and then usually it's like they make you go first too, so that way you can get out earlier. So, but that was pretty cool of them though, for sure.
Well, that's cool. I didn't even know that. Well, that's something new, and I know y'all been able to play there, obviously. So, but I think that's where New Braunfels is a little behind, maybe. I think not knowing that from other. Do other open mics in New Braunfels do that too, or is it just them?
Most of them do that. Like I said, like the Poorhouse, for example, you can only get in if you're playing, and then as soon as you're done, you usually have to leave. And then same thing with the Phoenix, they make the younger kids go first, and then they're out by 9 o'clock.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean they're behind. That's ahead of the game. That's cool that you get ahead of the game to be able to do that. That's so cool. Okay, so then that led to you had been singing for a while. Well, what got you into singing, man?
Man, honestly, it's funny because I grew up around music all my life.
Okay.
Obviously, all my family plays music, everything. But
what do you mean by that? Like dad sings, mom sings?
My dad don't sing worth nothing. I'll tell you that right now. No, obviously, my uncle. All my uncles, they all play. One plays drums, the other, guitar, singing, and then Gabriel right here plays everything. I swear. But no, I mean, just watching them kind of growing up, and then it's funny because I don't know why I waited so long. I did play trombone in middle school, but that was a little. That one was
You ever during a set? You ever just pull out the trombone, bro?
Honestly, that'd be cool.
That would be kind of tough, man. I'm gonna be honest. I do not remember how to play it, but I bet you if I warmed back up into it, I probably could.
Hey, well, don't ask me to pull out mine because mine was the tuba, bro. And I don't know that song. I don't know one of those motherfuckers, and then 2, I don't even want to carry that one.
Bro, you gotta come play a song with us, bro. Play some little corrido or something like that.
Yeah, there you go. During Worst Fest or something.
Yeah, Worst Fest.
Make it happen. So you're leading into doing all this, starting your music, and then how does that lead to gaining the band now?
Yeah, so it first started, like I said, hitting up Jonah right after high school. It was probably a couple months after graduating, to be honest. And I was like, hey, bro, I know right now I'm only playing open mics, but you want to come, just do lead with me? I'm going to be honest, bro. I thought he was kind of ass. I didn't know if he was going to be good or not. But
when you walked into your room, oh my god.
Oh gosh, I gotta tell you that, bro. So I'm like, yeah, dude. We set up a date that he can come and hang out. We're like, oh, we can play at this open mic. You can come practice tonight. He pulls up, bro. He pulls up with his keys jangling, got his discount tire safety glasses on. He's all walking up all slow.
Bro.
Just got off of work, dirt on his hands, and he's like, what's up? And then, but yeah, and then after that, we went. Started practicing. I was like, and then I started realizing, oh man, he's pretty good. Like he can play. Yeah, he can. Yeah, and I was like, oh man, dude, I was kind of nervous before, but I don't know. Jonah, what was your first kind of reaction?
Honestly, I had the same thing. I was like, can this guy even sing? Like, I never heard him sing or anything.
You can pull the mic to you, bro, if you want to. Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to do it, just see where it goes. I wasn't playing anything after playing music since middle school. So just kind of wanted to see what happens,
And you're the guitarist, correct?
Yeah, guitarist.
Okay, so you hadn't been practicing, you hadn't really been.
No, after high school, I didn't really. I mean, I'd maybe pick it up once or twice a week, maybe, until Josh asked me, and then he kind of really got me back into it. So it was
That's
cool.
what's
It was
up,
a blessing in disguise.
Okay. What about you, Josiah? When did you get the call, bro?
So after they started playing the open mics, right? Then I think it was you that texted me. Well, I always had like seen Josh, whether it was like at the gym. He actually recorded me doing like some sets before.
Yeah.
But that was funny. But
Wait. What do you mean? You're there lifting and you're
Yeah.
recording him?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
ran into each other.
Yeah, we ran into.
We're trying to build up here, guys.
Oh,
We're
man.
trying to build up here right now.
Okay. But yeah, we had always like known of each other. I think we talked back in high school a little bit here and there, but nothing too crazy. And then out of the blue, he just texted me, "Hey, bro, I heard you play drums. You want to come play the cajon?" I was like, "I'm not gonna lie, bro. I ain't got that. I'm not good anymore, but I could try." And then so yeah, I pulled up to the house. And then, yeah, same thing. I watched Jonah walk in with his keys jangling. Safety glasses up here.
Safety.
They don't know what it's like to work. That's why.
That's what it is, right?
That's
Is that what
crazy.
it is?
Yeah, but yeah, we were just, I mean, from playing, we just played a couple songs. It was like La Bamba, Hey Baby, Que Pasó, and what was it, 7 and 7 by Turnpike?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the inspiration here? Like, obviously now, I mean, y'all had to been inspired by somebody to want to play music and then now get to actually want to go on stage. Who was that for y'all?
I say for me personally, it was Parker. I enjoyed the songwriting. I really liked the style. I liked the style because, all my life I had always heard that, the deep voice, Southern country. And then to hear somebody be able to like kind of sing, in the upper range, of country. And it kind of inspired me. And I really like the Texas country music scene.
That's
what
awesome, man.
I think that's what really started it for me personally.
What I'm actually trying to steal here real quick, and I'm going to share this online. We're not going to be able to hear this, okay? But the people that are watching right now will be able to. What's really cool is I was, before it came down raining down on us, I was able to capture you kind of singing. Let me see if I can pull this up. Before I pull this up, go ahead and Josiah, what kind of inspired you in
So
music?
nobody really inspired me. I mean, there's people that I look up to and like and am influenced by, but like I feel like music as a whole always has given me like a different feeling
Okay.
when I listen to it, and it's just like something that's always drawn me in to wanting to play it.
Hell yeah,
So
man.
I guess that's what's inspired me.
Hell yeah. What about you, Josiah? I mean, Jonah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I said, no, nothing really. My whole family, they're all kind of athletes. And one time my grandfather asked me, like, hey, you want to try playing the guitar? I did it. I was pretty good at it. Kind of from there, I just kept playing. I was about 8 years old. And then, like, my freshman, sophomore year of high school, I found John Mayer, and I was like, that's what I want to do when I grow up.
Hell
And
yeah,
from
man.
there,
Good
it
old
was
John
like
Mayer.
Stevie, Jimi Hendrix, all those big, Eric Clapton, all those big guitar guys. That's kind of what drawn me to music and playing the guitar and wanted to really learn it.
That's awesome, man. I'm a big John Mayer fan myself, brother. So I found this video real quick of at least Josh kind of performing here.
Ella se fue y si un día quieres venir yo no voy a seguir y di la chance a venir pero vaya me fui. Well, I thought that it was love, it turns out that it was lust, 'cause the girl that I've been chasing, Lord, they left me in the dust. And now it's all gone, and now we're all through. And I can finally say that I'm no longer loving you.
Heck yeah. So finding that inspiration, man, to want to go and to want to create this band. So how was that phone call, man, getting over there?
Hey, the what?
The phone call to go to Phoenix, or how did that whole situation?
Yeah, so man,
That was a battle.
that was a battle.
That
It
was a
was a
battle.
fight, man. I mean, like I said, we once we got together, we played a couple of mics. I think, but no, it was. They kind of hit us up on Instagram, to be honest, and they were asking like, we need a band. Would y'all like to do it? But it took us playing probably like 10 open mics over there for them to finally like reach out to us and be like, oh man, we're willing to give y'all a chance.
That's cool, man.
That was really sick though.
And y'all felt y'all were ready to go. How many times did y'all practice and all that good stuff? I got Gabe over here giving me the look as well.
I don't know if we were ready.
I don't know. Yeah.
We got through it, but
Yeah.
I remember like the sound guy like couldn't make it like an hour before.
It was
So
stressful.
we were about to like
man.
not even do it. We had to hire our own sound guy.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was stressful. But but it definitely like made us stronger, and it definitely
Okay.
like made us yeah, like I said, it brought us together closer, you know, all the struggles that we've been through.
So
especially
y'all
for
fooled me, man. I thought y'all were actual brothers.
that. Bro.
Yeah,
Dude, we get
like-
that a lot.
Dude, we actually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually do. We fight like brothers. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, just the way that y'all been hanging out and talking as well, y'all sound like brothers, which is cool, man, because that's what helps the bond get more created, which is probably why y'all were able to mesh so quick as well, right? To be able to make music together and stuff. And so that's cool, bro. Don't lose that shit, all right? No matter what comes after, what comes next, you know what I mean? That's because that's very important. Being happy with what you're doing and where you're at, those are things that a lot of people ain't able to find, man. And they think that they're going to go and try to pay to buy it or, you know, be in places that's going to make that happen when sometimes it's right where it started, man. So it's good stuff. So speaking of start, so I have a athlete named Josiah Martinez. And so I speak with his father every now and then, obviously, because, you know, I love hanging out with the parents. And I'm finding out that he's starting to play this bass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoa, okay. After talking to him a few times here and there, even about his business, he never mentioned that he played an instrument. And so all of a sudden he's like, hey, man, I'm over here playing at the Phoenix. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? Like, come on, you can't just throw that at me. That's a curveball right there. But he starts telling me about this band, and obviously it's y'all. And so Gabriel Martinez was telling me about all this, and he's like, hey, man, come out and check it out. So I'm going to go check it out. And I walk in, and you're wearing an Austin 316 shirt. And I'm like, oh, first of all, this is perfect. I'm going to be a fan just right off of that.
Hell yeah.
But I heard y'all playing, man. I heard y'all play a couple songs, and y'all sounded great. But so hearing Unc being a part of this and all this good stuff, where did that place in? Because I hear we're getting good knowledge from him, and we wanted to grow as a band.
Oh, yeah.
And so before I bring him on, what would you say? How did Unc get put into the situation? How do you get the pleasure of being in the band, right?
Well,
How
first
did
of
he
all,
get the call?
Well, first off, I just want to start with, like, you know, he's inspired me to do this music thing. He's probably the reason I have done it, and, you know, that I've been able and blessed to be able to have a band and be able to do this. But I mean, once we were starting, you know, we started playing, you know, we started getting more serious, playing a lot more open mics. And then finally, when we got the call to play the gig, I had called him up and I was like, I didn't know if he was going to say yes, to be honest with you. I was just like, hey, I was like stuttering a little bit, you know, kind of avoiding, hey, how's your day going? And, you know, trying to butter him up a little bit. And then I was like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, we can't find a bass player. We don't have a bass player. But I know you play every single instrument probably. And I was like, you know, do you mind helping us out, you know? Basically, you know, I wasn't expecting him to say yes, but he said yes. And he walked right up to the plate. And ever since then, I mean, shoot, he's been with us.
I remember the first time.
He's stuck now.
He's stuck now.
I remember the first time we practiced with him too. Y'all tell him that I was like this 300 pound.
Yeah. Yeah, we were praying because we always called this guy. We always said he was
hyping him
like
up.
fat. So we were like, hey, we got this 300-pound drummer. You know, he hits really hard, and you know, he walked in and he was like, man, what the hell? That's hilarious.
300 pounds.
Yeah.
All right. So without further ado, let's bring on Gabriel. So what's up, Gabe? How's it going, man?
How's it going, everyone?
Dealing with these guys, man.
Compared to me, these kids over here,
Yahweh.
man, it's been an adventure. I'll
No,
tell you
that's
that.
awesome, man. Well, pleasure to have you on. Like I said, man, I'm blessed to coach Gabriel's son, Isaiah, who's a great athlete, man. He's killing it right now. I think he's been a part of the program for what, at least
Almost 3 years.
almost 3 years, right? And man, the kid doesn't skip a beat. It's been great to just be able to coach him, and he's very coachable, man. And I see a lot of discipline that kid has, man, and that's awesome. You know, I can go all day about him, but he's a great kid. So meeting you through him, man, has been awesome. And then you tell me about this band thing. So speaking about the call, is that exactly how the call went?
Actually, Josh had talked to me a couple of times. Probably because they had been a band probably like 5 months already, right?
Maybe,
like
maybe 3 or 4.
officially.
Well, there was
Yeah.
like a whole break.
They were calling themselves a band.
Yeah, is that what it was?
We thought we were a band.
Yeah, they thought they were a band. Yeah, so he called me. He kept trying to persuade me. Kind of a little backstory on me. Like, I had never played. I pretty much grew up just playing church band. You know,
Oh, okay.
at
So-
my church. So
okay.
did smooth jazz band stuff like that. when these guys were probably not even born yet. And so,
We weren't even a thought.
yeah, they weren't even a thought. And so, so kind of getting out of my element was a little bit interesting for me. You know, Josh he says that he just made the call, but he was actually low key. See, y'all got me using y'all's words now. He was hounding me, man, and he wanted me to help him. So actually, the part that he didn't say was that I had told him that I would help them for that gig. And so I was
Not
like,
moving on.
Yeah.
You got to sign a contract, bro. You
Yeah,
know?
I know, right?
I'm not gonna lie, my expectations were a little bit low. I hadn't heard them at all.
Okay.
And so,
How was that? You're taking time out of your hard working fucking day.
well,
To go see
believe me,
him
man,
play.
it was a in-depth conversation. You know, I pretty much laid it down that, you know, I'm like, dude, I'm a grown adult. You know,
Yeah.
realistically, I didn't have the time to do that. You know, with work and Isaiah doing the sports thing, and I mean,
Yeah.
you keep them super busy, and so just trying to find that space, not just to play with them, but to practice.
Yeah.
It was never to be. If I'm honest, it was never the intent to be a part of the band. It was a, hey, we need help. Can you help us? I'm like, sure. You know, send me the songs, and then this guy wants to dump 30 songs on me like 5 days before the gig, you know. And so I'm hearing them at work, hearing them on the drive to work, and hearing them back and forth. Thankfully, they were pretty easy songs, but yeah, it was kind of a. He had been asking me for a while, you know. He'd come over to the house and he's like, "Hey, I wrote this song and let me hear it," you know. And the brother that he was talking about, my brother, he's really close with him.
Okay.
He's my younger brother, and so my brother's like, he's always been really good at songwriting. And so Josh kind of picked up that niche with him too. And
Nice.
so they write a lot of songs, and it was so funny because he would show me a song, and I would hear it, and I'm like, Sam wrote that song, right? And he's like, well, me and Sam. Me and Sam, right? And then I would hear the songs that he would write, and I'm like, oh, I know you wrote that song. Because I could just tell, you know.
You can tell.
Lyrically, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, when decided to meet the boys, it was so funny because these guys, they were all set up. They were jamming, right? And I opened the door and I walk in. They just like stopped and looked at me. And I looked at him first. And I was like, I thought you told me he was a big old fat guy. Like, what the heck? And then the guitar, you know, Jonah, when he looked at me, I'm actually a guitar player. That's actually my instrument. You know?
Okay.
So right away, you know, I was looking at him like, see what this chump's gonna play when I walk in.
Taking my spot over here.
Yeah. We have an inside joke because I told Josh that I'll play guitar, but I don't want to play bass. He's like, oh, we already have a guitar player, and you know, Jonah still hasn't given me not even a small
even a
crack
small
at
piece.
guitar. You know,
That's where the
it's not gonna happen. Yeah, he doesn't let me play, but yeah, I remember that first practice. Like I just jumped in, man, and just started grooving with them. You know, it was a little bit different, you know, because they didn't have a bass player at this point, and so like they were kind of just playing, you know,
Yeah.
and it didn't sound bad, but you know, obviously, drums and bass are kind of the you know, if you know any kind of music, you know that drums and bass are the foundation for music, and so you know, just jumping in with them and just jamming, man. It was just like pretty much just show up and play, and hopefully it sounds good. And if not, and I told Josh, I'm like, dude, if it sounds terrible, I'm out. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh man,
You know?
dude, yeah.
And so a lot of pressure was on him. A lot of pressure was on them as well, and on me. You know, having to learn the songs.
for
but
sure.
yeah, that was pretty fun. And ever since then, you know, I practice them like once a week. Usually when we
Usually, like,
practice,
once a week,
I try to get with them once a week.
You still have your own business too, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I don't have my business anymore, but my job that I have that I worked at for many years, I returned to it, and
Okay.
and but it's pretty demanding, and so so I work there, you know, do
Yeah.
about 50, 60 hours a week, and so
Yeah, man, that's tough. Well, y'all sound great. Y'all don't, I mean, when I this is again the third time I've seen y'all play as well. Y'all sound great, man. Y'all are kicking butt.
Thank you.
All the when it comes to like the tacos and tequilas owner out there, you know, he said y'all sound great. It was the first time you were out there. He loved y'all, and then so that day, it obviously just came down, pouring, raining, bro.
That's such a bad
I think
day.
my jabroni ass parked like by the gristmill. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
do a great walk. I'm gonna get my steps in.
Oh,
you know, I'll
man.
be good. And then we got like, okay, it's not gonna rain. You know, I don't think it's gonna rain. I think it's gonna pass by us. get there, you are playing a couple songs, and y'all saw that again at the beginning, and it just starts coming down, man. What the heck? Whose decision was to make that choice to play still?
They're gonna blame it on me, but it's a hey. Last time I checked, it's TripleJBand. All right.
The
They're
real
gonna
question
blame
is, who had enough sense to say, "Hey, we probably shouldn't play today"?
Okay,
That was me.
I will say
That was me.
But he's got like 50 years experience
Yes.
on it.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
We did
No.
better.
So hey, this was what nobody knows. On my way over there, I call these two clowns, right? That's how I talk to these guys because they're
Yeah,
half
no,
my
for
age,
sure.
man.
It's okay.
I'm
I get it.
I'm the old guy. So I call these two clowns and I'm like, hey, dude, y'all seen these clouds? You know what these guys responded? Nah, man, there ain't no clouds over here. I'm like, bro, you're only like 3-4 miles away from me. And I get there, right? And I pull back on my truck and the first thing I tell this was like, dude, it's literally the same clouds that are at my house. What the hell are you talking about, dude?
So
I was mad.
The weather app said it was not going to rain. To be fair, I told Unc, I said it's not going to rain. Unc.
we didn't think it was gonna be like a tsunami either.
Yeah.
Jeez. And
Dude,
the whole
that
time,
was
like,
wild.
it came
bro.
down.
man,
bro.
if we would have been able to record, you see me, I'm just looking back at the clouds and they're getting closer and closer.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can feel the little air going through my back and
You can smell it.
I can
Yeah.
smell the rain.
About to
We're
come,
all,
right?
we're
Yeah.
all sound checking. He's all like, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to play. He goes, not for long. And he points at the sky. I was
We
like,
get
oh,
about 4 or
man.
5 songs in, and I look at Josh like, dude, it's gonna rain. And Josh literally just looks at me, he's like, and turns back around and goes into the next song, and I'm like,
No, I did
dude,
not.
I'm gonna be
my-
pissed if this rain comes down. And it was, yeah,
But-
I was against the whole idea the whole time, And then it was so funny because these guys, they make fun of me. They they got this word they say now. That's been I think the biggest obstacle with me playing with them is the terminology, the point of references that these dudes use. I'm lost.
Slap and tough.
Slap,
and
dude,
I hate that crap.
They kept using the word crash out on me, and I think it took. I found it like 3 weeks later after they were saying it all the time. Somebody at work said, "I'm like, hey, what does that mean?" They're like, "Oh, like when you get angry and you get mad at them." I'm like, "Oh, that's what
Hey
that
guys, he doesn't know this, but we're at nationals, and he says something like that. He's like, "I think that guy was gonna crash out." I don't think he know he said that. I was like, I walked away. I was like, he did say that.
did say
right?
It's from needful.
Yep, now you know where he got it from. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
was
remember
crashing out.
he turned to me after we've been saying that for like a month. He's like, but I know what that freaking means now.
Yeah. He was like, what does that even
dude,
mean?
Weeks went by, but they oh man, I lost my train of thought. But anyhow, they were they get mad at me because they're like, "Unc, you always crash out." Like, could y'all do crap like this? We're like, I've been doing this a long time, and it's like you learn the warning signs, and I tell them, hey, clouds are a good indication. Cloud usually equals rain. I'm not a meteorologist, but I can freaking tell that they're pretty dark clouds, But man, you know what? I on the flip side of that, I got to be honest that I can appreciate their determination.
Yeah.
To want to play and risk it all because I mean everything that was there was ours. Like it was all our sound system and everything, and we worked really hard to make strides in obtaining that sound.
Was everything good? Everything's good.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet, but as of now, I mean, I checked like the microphones and stuff like that, and they all worked. So
Yeah.
I think it's just I just kind of letting everything dry out and stuff.
Put in some
that way,
fans.
exactly. So that way, and then but yeah, hopefully we're gonna test them out this weekend.
Yeah.
this week.
I would still throw some fans on them, bro.
Yeah.
I used to do pro wrestling shows, and we had big equipment, and we got rained on multiple times
Yeah.
too. And what we did is just made sure we threw some fans on them, and we put them in the garage and let them get fanned out. And then when you finally turn them on, hopefully everything's all dried out.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It sucks, right? Getting rained out, man.
Yeah, dude, I know it was definitely a bummer. I mean, oh man, dude, I didn't want to look at anybody, bro, because I was like, man, I know they're gonna blame this on me, bro. But I was like, hey, to be fair, nobody called me on the way over there. That's all I'm gonna say.
I did call you. You didn't answer.
Hey, I called you back. I called you back. You didn't
did
answer.
call, you didn't
We were
answer.
playing phone tag.
So
but
when it was over, I told these two guys, go, knuckleheads, that's why I called y'all, so y'all could leverage me with Josh and be like, hey, dude, this is probably not a good idea. No,
probably something we shouldn't
they
do right now.
completely were like, oh, we're going to set up, and where are my in-ears at? And blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, whatever, man. Okay, this is not going to end well, but oh well.
Man, well, you had some people out there, and you got some new fans, I think.
Yeah.
And the people, it's funny because,
Man, shout out to the people, though, that
yeah.
that ran up to the stage.
oh yeah,
and
man.
thank
just
you
grab
too.
everything.
You
No
helped us
problem.
out a
Yeah,
lot,
dude.
man.
Yeah,
too.
you too.
Yeah,
Thank
oh
you.
man, I saw that shit. That took me flash.
Yeah, if it
hit me
wasn't for them, we
flashbacks to
would've-
whenever I had to do
Yeah,
that shit.
dude. I didn't even get to see who it was. I just saw all these people run up to the
Yeah.
stage, and I mean, they were yanking the crap out of the wires, but hey, we got the equipment out of the water. So
if it wasn't
that's all
for
that
them,
matters.
it probably would have done, damage would have been worse.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Shout out to those people. So I thought they were all your peoples though. Like I thought.
No,
those were
dude,
y'all's people.
dude, there were waiters. Like waiters were coming out,
Yeah.
like helping. I was like, oh man, dude, that's like that was.
Well,
that
they
was-
knew their day was over too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, it's raining. Like everybody's gonna go home. They're not
Yeah.
gonna, yeah, poor guys
for sure.
Yeah, well, that's awesome, man. So what's something that obviously Unc has brought to the table that y'all would have never even thought about? I mean, I'm pretty sure having a veteran around is huge.
Oh yeah.
And the mentor, everything. I'm sure, right, guys?
Yeah, everything. I'm just talking about
everything.
saying
He
that.
said
Yeah,
everything.
Everything. I mean,
Just like courtesy and etiquette and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we've played shows where people are like, with other people, and they're like, damn, like y'all are only 19, acting like this, like helping out and setting stuff up.
Yeah.
Just how to be like a good musician to other people.
Making sure the area is cleaner than you found it. Basically, just being.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
yeah, that's the biggest things. Like, it's not even. I mean, obviously, there's a lot musically, but also is like the way you act. As far as like portray yourself to other people.
Don't act like you're bigger than you are. Like,
Yeah,
like
just-
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
There's no
We,
point
we,
to have an ego.
where was that place we played at? Oh, Mayfair, when they had their little Mayfair.
Mayfest.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Mayfest.
yeah.
Yeah. It was funny because we all arrived, right, and we were just waiting there, and a lot of those crews, man, they can be a little delicate, a little sensitive when
Yeah,
you
they
start
can.
stepping on their stage and everything. So I'm standing there, right, and these guys are like, well, "What are we doing? How come we're not going on stage?" I go, "No, you wait until they say, 'Hey guys, next band,'" and they're like, "Okay." So we're just standing there, and sure enough, the guy comes over like, "Hey, y'all the next band?" Like, "Yeah, okay, y'all ready to set up?" And they're like, they always like, "Dude, how do you like?" They kind of have that face like, "How do you know?" Funny thing is, the day before, I had also told them about cables.
Oh, I was just about to bring up that story.
Yeah, dude, and I told these guys, make sure your cable's out of the way, and sure enough, sound guy, he was still sound checking, his cable's in the way, and sound guy crashed out on all over Jonah.
Crashed out on it.
That
He
was
yelled at you,
dumb
bro?
because he gave me like 2 seconds to set up, so I was just trying to get everything set up.
It was a bad crash.
Yeah,
out,
he was
too.
all yelling, talking about I tripped over wires. Like, dude, what?
I had a knee replacement and all kinds of stuff, but it was funny because I had just given them the heads up, literally the
Yeah,
night before
make
about
sure
like,
your
hey, make sure your
wires-
stuff's out of
Yeah.
the way and stuff. But it's all a learning experience, man. Like it's been fun to be able to. Obviously, with Isaiah early on, I thought that he used to play drums when he was a kid.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yeah, he did. He was
Better watch out, Josiah.
He was really good.
I'm just playing.
He was really good. And then about his 7th birthday, 6th or 7th birthday, I went and bought him a whole drum set, right? Like an adult drum set. Never touched it after
No.
that. Never. He got a hold of a basketball and a football, and that was it.
That
like
was
he was
it.
done.
Damn.
And so I haven't had the privilege of having to share those moments, that experience,
Nice.
And so being able to have these guys, it's been a lot of fun, man. I mean, to each their own. I mean, they put into work, themselves, but just kind of teaching them the ins and out of the musical etiquette, and I've been in some really bad situations sometimes throughout the years where just treated badly, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And so I try to make sure that these guys have that good side of the experience, not the bad.
And that's good. And that's what I kind of really wanted to. This is a good space for y'all to show who you are. And then also for people to be like, who are these kids? Like, who am I hiring here? Because eventually, let's be real. One day, Unc's not going to be able to be your bass player sometimes, right? So you're going to need possibly another young man or whoever it is. But you are going to be the face of this band, So you have to understand, like, why should we hire these young kids? And you are starting to build that now, right? You're building your credibility in the area. So what have been some places that y'all have played at, Josh, and what are some places that you want to see the band go?
Yeah, some great places we played at. This is crazy too, because this is one of our goals to play in green, to get in green. So like Green Grove, played at Green Grove, played at Inferno's Pizza, obviously tacos and tequila, like we were talking about. We opened for people at the Happy Cow Bar. And as well, our biggest show that we played is NIOSA, and that
Nice.
was
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I
that was
did play
something
NIOSA.
that, man, that was crazy.
How was that experience, man? How did y'all approach that as well?
It was man, I don't even have the words to put it, man.
Yeah, it was nuts.
It was nuts,
Yeah.
but
Dream come true.
it really was. I think we were all riding the high that whole week, and there was a lot of preparation that went into it. A lot of practicing. We had to learn a good amount of extra songs for that. And songs that fit, just wasn't random.
Yeah.
So we had to. That's what we tried to do. Be particular and have intent with our songs that we choose. But it was definitely a lot of fun though, man.
A lot of crash outs.
a lot of crash outs, a lot of. But I'll tell you what.
More crashes than 35.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nah, I mean, it was a lot. You know, it was one of those things too, where it was like, man, we have never played a show this many nights, and this. No, I mean, it was 4 nights, 5-hour sets, 5:30 to 10:30.
Yeah, those are long
So
days.
it was a lot. You know, it was a lot of preparation going into it, and it was a lot also in like the physical aspect of it. Like, oh man, dude, we gotta play. We've only played 3-hour shows, and you know what I'm saying. So, but I couldn't be more happy with these guys. You know, super proud. And I think, you know, as tough as it brought us closer together, and it made us stronger on the music side of it. But
That's
it was we had a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
Had y'all been to an NIOSA before as a youngster?
Nope.
Had y'all heard about the history of what Fiesta is, all that good stuff? So this was all brand new to y'all.
I've been to the oyster bake, but I've never
Okay.
been to that side of NIOSA before, or like that NIOSA, you know. Never knew nothing about it. And then we're getting there, and we're setting up and everything, and Unc's like, oh, you don't even know what's going to happen. And I go, oh, shoot, what did I just get myself into?
Yeah.
What did we just get ourselves
Yeah.
into? And, but man, dude, I mean, they told us there was just like, 8,000 people just the first night,
Oh, yeah.
and just in our
Oh, yeah.
area. I mean, it was crazy, and it was probably double that each night. I mean,
Yeah.
it was pretty awesome.
Props to y'all for one being able to be there and play. That place, I've gone a couple years, but I stay away now. It's just too many people for me.
Yes, yeah, I don't blame you.
As you get to getting older and been around the crowds and playing and stuff, you're gonna find like these things in the industry. You're like, you know what, I'm gonna stay away from that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And those are one of those things. You know what I mean? Is for me, but that crowd is amazing though, because the history of what NIOSA, Fiesta, all of that has for San Antonio is amazing. I'm glad that there's some youngsters like y'all playing there too, because we're starting to lose that a little bit in our culture there. You know what I mean? And so that's really that is a milestone, man. So
Yeah.
congrats to y'all. Playing
Thank you
there,
so
man.
much.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we're definitely the youngest band there.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're the youngest,
The rest
and
of them
they've
were
ever played
they're
there
all, like,
too,
on
I
stage,
believe.
the
Yeah.
rest of them.
So Josiah, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, and then Jonah,
Yeah, I'm 20 as well.
you're 20. So all y'all are 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, okay, that's okay.
You see my
I
point?
see. Yeah, that's
Yeah, we're all.
We're close.
So I'm gonna ask this question, okay?
Real quick though,
Go ahead. No,
regarding
go ahead.
NIOSA,
Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to give a shout out to my friend Richard Reyes.
Okay.
He's actually we've known each other for a long time, man. Probably, I actually met him through I was playing this event for like some youth and stuff back when I was like 16, 17, and man, he was real cool. He actually ended up letting us borrow his piano, and I
Really?
think he was actually supposed to play at that event.
Uh-huh. And
And something happened. He got switched up. And ended up playing. Kind of felt bad about it. But man, this dude's a true friend, dude. Like he's been a friend of mine for like 30 years almost
Wow.
now. And yeah, so he heard of our band. He hasn't even had a chance to come see us live, but you know, I gave him some good feedback, and so he made the connection for us and helped us get that lined up. And
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I just made the connection. It was like, hey man, whatever you need, if you need any help, and just let me know. And so that's kind of how we got the ball rolling. You know, got that connection, reached out, and she when our first gig at Green, right? I think it was Green Grove. Yeah.
Green Grove.
What was her name again?
I also want to give a special shout out, Miss April Smith. April Smith.
Smith.
Yeah.
Miss April came out to check us out over at Green Grove.
Okay.
Yeah, she I mean, we had some small social media footage and stuff like that, but and then we had like I think a song or two out at that time. Yeah, man, she went out of her way to come see us on a Friday afternoon. It was actually an early gig, so she came by and she was like, "Hey, man, as soon as I got out of the car, I heard you guys," and I was like, "Man, y'all sound pretty good." And
Heck yeah.
So I don't think she knew though when she showed up that we were that young, or that they were that young. There I am, we.
Hey, cálmate, cálmate.
They were that young, but she liked what we were doing. You know, a big shout out to NIOSA, because from what I understand, the history of NIOSA, especially there where we played at Frontier Town, is culturally based more on older Western songs, you know, older country, you know, even kind of just dating up to more of like the George Strait kind of era, from what I understand, you know. And so even George Strait now in 2025, you know, he's a 30-year legend, you know. And so that's kind of antiquated music now. So for her to take a risk, because on her behalf, I feel like she kind of took a risk on us because we were playing more of the red dirt.
Was that in the
style.
conversation at all?
It was. We actually had 3 meetings with her, right?
3 phone
and
calls
we
with her.
reiterated that a bunch of times. Even though she had heard us,
Yeah.
we still had to reiterate because what we didn't want to do is come in and come across as these snub-nosed youngsters, well, them.
Yeah.
Snub-nosed youngsters that was intentionally
Yeah.
trying to break
Yeah.
the culture.
Yeah.
You know, that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to come in and be a sense of freshness towards the for NIOSA, you know, and so you know, we were taking a huge risk too because we were like, man, we're gonna get booed every night.
Yes, yeah, we were scared. I mean, dude,
We were
I was
scared, man.
We were
I'm
pacing.
sure, I'm sure they have a backup plan. I'm just
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
I'm
dude.
just playing.
Oh man,
I'm just playing.
I mean, I remember we were talking to him, bro. I was like, man, dude. I mean, I'm pretty freaking nervous. Like we were telling, especially you know the vocal aspect of it. Man, I've never sang that long before. Like for that many nights, I was like, man. But I just gotta thank.
How
thank you.
was the voice and everything, man? Oh, my bad. You were about to.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. No, it was good. It was good. I you know as long as I kept and I really got great sleep. That's the
the
trick
big
right there. Getting great sleep, and I learned that your body really takes care of itself whenever you do that. And
Started running every mile.
oh yeah, dude. Dude, that's crazy, bro. I lost weight for that gig, bro. I can't lie, like
Yeah,
legit. Like
that's good.
I was taking it as serious as possible, you know. And the biggest thing was 'cause I don't want to ever let these guys down. That's my number one thing, you know. So I try to take it as serious as possible in physical aspect, mental aspect.
Yeah.
Got great sleep that whole weekend. You know, thank you Jesus that it worked out in our behalf, and we were absolutely blessed to do something like that. So
Amen.
Yeah, that was our first actually contractual gig that we had. That was like, this is the requirements. You know, try to look the part, play the part, be the part. You know, and but obviously with the type of music that we were playing, it kind of covered. You know, it kind of overlapped several genres. So
Yeah.
we gave them a little bit of Hank, a little bit of George, a little
Yeah.
bit of Toby Keith, and
bit
then
of
at
some
the same
Stoney.
time some Stoney LaRue, and then
Heck
also
yeah.
you know came out on the other side with the younger kids, a little bit harder stuff, and so. I was talking to one of the vendors one of the nights. I think it was like the third night, and they were talking about that they had never had a like a group, you know, staying there the whole night. You know,
Oh,
it was
really?
usually a lot of passerbys and stuff like that, and they had good feedback, people coming by.
Yeah.
but to where they were intentionally there
Just staying there
to
and
watch
hanging out,
the
yeah.
band playing. They hadn't had a group that big in a while, so
Wow.
that was pretty cool.
See, yeah, and that's why again, that's why it's not my thing. I would move around and be like, oh, there's this girl that did a Selena set or impersonation. I don't know. She was there the year that I went, which was about 2-3 years ago. And that one I stuck around for, and then I went out to the other bands, and you know, some of them are good, some of them are bad. You know, and it is what it is. Or it just wasn't for me. I wouldn't say that they're bad. It just wasn't for me. That's what I
for
really
sure.
should say.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is crowded, bro. It's
Yeah, it's crowded,
a lot.
man.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, especially you know, it can be overwhelming for sure.
Yeah. So going to the the physical aspect of this, you know, I'm a big Post Malone guy. When it comes to concerts, Post Malone, John Mayer, Chris Brown, Russ, like a lot of these guys I constantly see every year, and they're killing it, and it gets better. But you're right. So, you know, that's something that you learned knowing that going into this gig, or was this something that was coached to you to be like, hey, man, you're about to play all this time and stuff? Because you're kind of at a higher level of what you're doing now when it comes to singing, correct?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just something I learned. In the beginning, I was a little bit chunkster, but these guys definitely inspired me to get in the gym. Chungus, yeah, dude. I mean, also it was like we're gonna play open mic 3 a.m. So we're done by 12. He's like, hey man, let's go to Whataburger. And then after that, bro, like legit after every open mic, it was the only thing
Very
open.
practice too. Y'all were going to Whataburger.
Yeah, after practice, hey, you want to go to Whataburger?
Dude, Johnny's already in the car. We say, hey, he's already in the car, dude. He's ready to go.
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, he also had a huge reality check because on one of the gigs that we had played around February or so, man, he was winded.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he it might have been the second time we played at Phoenix, right? No,
it was about the third, I think.
third time.
Third or fourth.
He went real hard in the beginning and was like I got excited, you know, great feedback. The crowd was happening and he went super hard and we were all looking at each other like, dude, tone it down, bro. You got 2.5 more hours of this.
Yeah.
And
That was my favorite on Crash Out.
then, yeah, so, you know, after the crash out, I pulled him to the side and I was like, dude, like it's more than just singing. Like you know, I've had to coach him a lot. Like, you know, and I'm not a singer, but I've been around long enough to know that there's physical aspects, physical training. So he got on it, man. And I told him, I said, hey, you got to remember, we're playing 4 nights, 5 hours a day. Like that's a lot.
That's
like,
gonna
just
that's
to
gonna
play,
take a
that's a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
And then to have to sing and play, that's physically demanding, you know. And so thankfully, like he snapped, you know, and he jumped on it, man. He's over there working out, and he didn't want no more Whataburger.
If I do, man, I just the grilled chicken, bro. No bun, just the grilled chicken.
I was
but-
about to say after this we're going whatever.
hey, today is a cheat day.
Is
so
it a cheat day
let's
today?
go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So where do y'all want to go with this, man? Like how do we y'all want where do y'all want to go with it, and what's the next step right now? Cuz y'all are making some big steps here with NIOSA now, and so is there somewhere locally, or is there something y'all been putting y'all's finger on what y'all want to do?
I think we've all kind of agreed, like, we just want to, like, not have to work, not be, like, the biggest, the richest, but just, like, where we can play, like, 4 or 5 times a week.
You want to
Yeah.
make this a living.
We want to make it out of the chingala.
Yeah, we'll take it out of the chingada. That's what we would say.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, yeah, that's definitely been as far as like goal places. Obviously, we got Green Hall, Whitewater. Like the big stage. We're dreaming big, and that's one thing I appreciate about them is that we believe in ourselves. It doesn't
yeah.
matter what anyone says. It's never mattered what anyone says, but we know what we see and we know what we can do, and yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest step, and that's what I love about these guys is that we all believe in ourselves and we all pick each other up if we fall. And as much hell as we give each other sometimes, as much as we like to, pelear and stuff like that, we love each other. So yeah,
That's good, man. Yeah, and like I said before, that's something that's gonna you got to keep that, man. There was something in the wrestling business that I was learning in the entertainment aspect is, everybody always feels like they can get over to a certain point where they don't have to deal with certain things that they used to when they were little, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those are the things that are most important. The small towns, the talking with people in the middle of gigs and after gigs, and then like Unk said over here, showing the etiquette of everything, shaking hands. And the thing that I wanted to bring up with that too was the relationships, man. Y'all are young. Y'all need to go in places that Unk can't go. And I can't really explain what that is yet to you. That's something that y'all have to figure out on your own. And when you're in that room and you're like, oh shit, this is what Unk was talking about, because he can't be there at that time. You know what I mean? And place yourself in those places too, man. Go out there and market and network yourself. I saw your social media. Might need a little help there too, but we'll talk about that after too. but those are the things that y'all have to do, man. And right, and by all means, it's good that y'all are not hitting it all at once though too. You got your product down right now, which is y'all and the way y'all sound and getting around. And now I think that could be the next step of what you are doing, because I'd love to see you in the Green Hall and the Brontex here locally, right? Those are the local goals, but obviously we want to go to bigger heights, right? So
yes, sir.
yeah, the relationships are huge, bro, and I think again, Unk having his relationships. Don't be afraid to. The Phoenix is talking about you. Tacos and tequila are going to talk about you. Green Grove is going to talk about you, because they see what you're able to do, man. So keep that freaking light shining, bro. So going back to the Austin 316, since I'm a big wrestling fan, obviously I'm wearing Austin right now. What's up with wrestling, bro? Are you still in it?
Hell yeah, I'm still in it, bro. Yeah, dude. Oh man, don't even get me started, man. Me and my grandpa, we used to watch tapes all day when I was little. He would take care of me.
Yeah,
man, dude, I love wrestling, man. I still do, and actually going to the show on July 18th.
Oh man,
Friday Night SmackDown. John Cena's gonna pull up. I even bought merch right now.
You already bought it?
Yeah. The last time is now.
Yeah. So you bought all the San Antonio. So you're not gonna buy it there.
Oh, man, I was debating on it, but I was like, I don't want to wait in those long lines either. So I was like, man, it might not come by then, but I got some other shirts.
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So, who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Man, growing up, I mean, obviously the easy answer is John Cena, right? But if I really like Rey Mysterio too, the underdog. short, you know, because I'm only 5'6" too. So, you know, I'm a little short guy too. But I appreciate always the underdog. So I'd say Rey Mysterio is probably one of my favorite. You know, wrestling those big old dudes like Undertaker, Bautista, all them, man. Bautista was badass too, though. So, man, I'm a big. It's hard to pinpoint, you know, which one I like, but I like all of them. Shelton Benjamin, all of them.
Who was your grandpa's favorite wrestler?
Man,
do you remember who he kind of like favorite one?
Huh?
Luchador.
Yeah, he's more a luchador. I don't know. Man,
El Máscara.
El Máscara. Yeah, I don't know. He never really like. He just loved wrestling, man. He just loves wrestling. That's it. Like he doesn't really like. He's never told me like, oh, I like this guy or I like this guy. He just loves it. Tapes.
Mascaras was that was a Mexican wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have a funny story about that. So when I was like 18, I got out of high school. I went to go work with my 2 older brothers at this place. It was a plant that they manufactured like mobile homes. And that was my nickname, Mascaritas Sagradas. Yeah, I don't even know where it came from, man. They were just kind of, and my nickname was Mascaritas, and then they would also call me Muñeco. So like, I'd have a little walkie-talkie, and they'd be like, Muñeco, we need some. And, and I worked in shipping and receiving, so they like whatever they needed, be like, Muñeco, where you at? And I'm like, oh man, dude, that whole time I was there, is Mascaritas and Muñeco. I was like,
well, they wanted you to wear a mask or what?
I don't know what they wanted, man, but that place was interesting, dude. I'll tell you that.
That's what's up. Y'all into wrestling at all? Or what's up? The way
when I was little, I watched it a lot. I haven't since like.
Yeah.
He went to a show not too long ago.
I did. Oh, we both did.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
What show was that?
It was SmackDown. Like,
it was SmackDown, right?
Oh, in Austin.
It's all Randy Orton.
In Austin, right? This past
the
time?
Moody Center,
Yeah, Moody Center? Yeah.
Well,
that's cool, man. What's that?
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Oh,
Used to be
okay,
obsessed
yeah.
with it, though.
I was like, yeah, man, this whole group, they probably watch wrestling, you know, but now it's only just Josh. I know. I guess so, yeah. But now it's getting better. I mean, for a while, it was kind of slacking. Like during COVID, man, it was hard for me to watch. But now it's like, okay, the storylines are getting better. You know, everything's kind of getting better. So, but yeah, dude, I'm a little wrestling nerd for sure. I love wrestling. So. Wrestling has inspired me to do everything I do in life, man.
Yeah.
And it's people are like, what do you mean? No, it's like the characters of what these guys have done.
Yeah.
You look at John Cena, how he put out his story not so long ago, how he ate pizza every day just so he can eat first of all, and he can still wrestle, you know, and he, you know, could barely pay his rent. He was getting paid $12,000 his first year, and his rent was $1,200 a month. So you do the math, the guy hardly had money.
Yeah.
But he worked towards something, you know, and we're seeing his last year, that you're going to go and witness his last, you know, performance. And those are the things I look at in life, man. I mean, and it's finding out more about these guys too, kind of behind the scenes, you know, and that's what people are doing today. They're finding more behind the scenes of who y'all are. Mm-hmm. And then you kind of grasp a little bit more of like, you know what, I want to support those guys. I want to support that guy. I met Shawn Michaels. He used to run a company called TWA, Texas Wrestling Alliance. And they used to have it at this old Blue Bonnet Palace before where the Blue Bonnet Palace is now. And a lot of events would go on there, from concerts to wrestling shows, all that good stuff. And I remember going, and I'm like 8 or 9, I think. My years might be off, but I went up there and, you know, just a kid wanting a photo and seeing Shawn Michaels there. You're like, shit, I see this guy on television every Monday night, you know, going against Bret Hart or, you know, whatever the situation was, DX before he left with his back. So he gives me a picture and signs and, was, you know, was a big fan then, and forever now he's my favorite wrestler. Yeah. But that created that, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's where wrestling really has changed me and being cool to like people, because seeing him do that, you know, not being afraid to go talk to people. And even like you said, you know, man, that phone call to the Phoenix Saloon or just trying to get in, man, you know, it's tough, right? But dude,
just do it.
Just do it 1,000 times, because, you know, you're going to have your John Cena moment one time where you can't afford to pay your light bill, but damn, you know, I really want to try to get this gig and see how far. And I'm not saying that's going to be the situation, but you're gonna have that, man. And I think that's what wrestling showed me. The
Yeah.
good and the bad guys out there, you know. I wish I can lay the smack down on a lot of my fucking bosses that I had.
Yeah,
back in the day,
yeah.
right?
Just like that's why
Yeah.
that's why Steve Austin was so big in that Attitude Era, because it was
Exactly.
like the boss versus like the
Yeah.
bad dude. So
Yeah, and
but-
I could tell you how many times my mom came home wanted to punch her boss. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but hopefully I don't want to punch Unc, right?
nah,
Sometimes.
sometimes
Sometimes.
yeah, I can't.
Yeah, no, but that's what I feel like wrestling's done for me, and you know, from just small things, it's really just opens my brain to be creative too, to be able to be creative for my basketball kids, and even doing this podcast, man. You know, doing things like that. So keep doing what you are doing, man. I think it's freaking awesome, man. And I think y'all need to just get out there, build those relationships in New Braunfels. I don't see why anybody wouldn't want to have you at their place of business where they play music, you know. So just keep rolling with it, man. Where
Thank you,
where could people find your y'all's band on social media, all that good stuff?
Yeah, on Instagram it's @triple_J_band. You know, it's a lot of underscores. You know, that the other name was already taken somehow. And then on TikTok, it's same thing, TripleJBand all together, no caps. And then on Facebook, same thing, just TripleJBand.
TripleJBand. Heck yeah, man. So where y'all playing next? Where y'all got going on?
So July 20th, we're playing at Throwbacks on 46. That's in Bulverde, Texas.
Okay.
And then on July 26th, we're playing on Seguin Schoolyard. So that'll be really fun from 7 to 10, I believe.
That's the 26th. That's a Sunday, right?
Saturday night.
Saturday. Dang, we'll have a tournament that one. Dang. Okay, so we'll see what's up, man. Yeah, Schoolyard looks pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I was doing a little bit of stuff with them, with the first owner before they kind of made it what it was. So, but I've been wanting to go check it out, and I think
It looks sick, dude. Especially seeing all these like bigger guys going up there. So it's pretty awesome to be able to get the opportunity to play same stage as they are. So
Yeah, don't be afraid to respectively brag about what you are doing, guys. Like seriously, if that's something that I try to teach young anything in business, you're in business for yourself now. You want to turn this into a business, right? Like Jonah said, you want to live this out. This is live it like a business now. And I think the biggest thing is just freaking look at the big picture of what it's doing, right? So, don't be afraid to make a poster and put where you've been. That's huge, man, because a lot of people are not even where you're at right now. NIOSA, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
It's been
You know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's definitely one thing that I do tell them that I tell them like y'all like made huge leaps and
They
bounds.
did, yeah.
And people that aren't even in music, I'll tell them where we're playing. They're like, "How the heck y'all getting there?" Or "How y'all playing that?" And the NIOSA thing was just everybody was like, "What the heck? How'd that even happen?" But we can't give all those secrets away. But
Yeah. No, it's
but definitely we put into work, for sure. Like I don't feel that we were undeserving, because I think we were. I think even though the band's been short-lived, not as long as some other places, but the work that they've been doing, even though we don't always play together as a band, Josh and Josiah and then Jonah too, they're always out trying to play. They'll play in your backyard, like Josh says sometimes. Man, we'll go play in your freaking backyard. We don't care.
Well, in that case,
right?
Hey, we'll be there. Just name a time and a place.
there
baby.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are willing to play everywhere, and that's one thing that I appreciated about Josh. Like he's always willing to go anywhere. Whether if it's just him and his guitar. I mean, they played at HEB.
We played at HEB, bro, by the carne. That was crazy,
What
bro.
do you mean, like
Swear,
like
in the
a-
inside HEB,
for
bro.
like a skit or
No,
for like,
no. It was
set.
just a whole set, bro. Like 3 hours inside HEB by the carne. I swear, bro.
No way,
Ain't nobody
bro.
done some shit like that. I'll tell you that. But
They're actually playing there.
we're actually playing there again, bro.
Wait,
for
how-
partner appreciation.
How do you get this? What the fuck? How do you get this? I'm sorry, I'm just so fucking
Don't
shocked
worry.
at this
Once
right
you
now.
get no store does more than my HEB than my TripleJBand.
Yeah.
look
No
at
store does
that.
more for Triple J like my HEB.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So which one in San Antonio?
No,
that
right
shit ain't happening
here in
in
New Braunfels,
Braunfels.
dude, by the creekside. Yeah, Creekside, bro.
Yeah,
Right,
listen to me.
You know what's funny is
Listen
that-
to me. Did you hear what I just said?
No.
I said, which one is San Antonio? Because there ain't no way that's happening in New Braunfels.
Nah, bro.
And is it the
Here,
one
bro.
at Creekside?
Yeah, dude.
Creekside, dude.
So I worked there.
No, Isaiah,
yeah,
Isaiah
so-
was getting like, dude, I think I just saw your cousin playing at HEB. And he was like, yeah, that's my cousin Josh. But it was hilarious. 'Cause he's
Hell
like,
yeah.
And when he told me too, I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, we were set up right there by the carne freezer.
By the
I'm like,
carne
"Oh my
freezer."
God, man.
Everyone's all walking by, like freaking, like what the hell, getting samples, and we're just like right there playing Neon Moon, you know, like
Oh
freaking
my
just messing
goodness.
around. Yeah, but no, dude. I mean, dude, it was actually fun though.
That's
and
so cool.
The reason why I actually liked it was because, oh man, when we were there, we were like, oh man, dude, this might be a little awkward, but. Like when we started playing, like everyone actually like liked it. Like everyone's
People liked
the
it.
people were like
people
liked
would
it.
Stop and dance.
I gave out a couple cards there, and it also helped us get out of our comfort zone.
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
when are y'all doing this again?
Dude, July 19th. It's in a different spot though, but
Yeah.
it'll be like in like the back area.
Okay.
But they're doing like a partner appreciation, so they're gonna have food. So it's gonna be like cool. Like I think way better.
That's
like
so
cooler.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
When he told me about it, I told Melissa, I was like, estos, they think they're Sin Banderas. 'Cause years ago when Sin Banderas came out, they did a concert at Walmart. And, yeah, at Walmart in Leon Valley. And I was so mad. It was like a pop-up concert, but they played on the radio that morning. Man, I was so mad I didn't get to go. But I was like, I told Melissa, man, these guys think they're freaking Sin Banderas over there playing.
dude, yeah, that was definitely honestly that might
Whose
be our
idea
crazy.
was this, bro? Can you share that at least? Or?
Yeah, it was one of our managers. He was
Okay.
like, "Man, I heard you play like music," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I have a band. You know, like we play all together." And he's like, "Man, if you want to bring them out, you know, like we're gonna do." It was for the Texas Texas month or something
Yeah,
like that for
yeah.
HB or Texas
Oh, it
Day.
was, Texas
Texas
Independence
Fest.
Day.
Yeah, it was like
Fest.
Texas Independence Day. So and I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, "Yeah, we're more than willing. You know, I'll just bring like a speaker and we'll do it." And that's basically how it got plugged up. And then he
Bro,
was,
you're gonna get so many people, so many eyes. That's eyeballs right there, bro.
dude. I know there was
That's
a lot of. Dude, we
eyeballs.
got a lot of, and like I said, it was awesome.
Did y'all have something? Yeah, I was about to say, did y'all have something up? You can have a sign next time.
Yeah, we gotta have a sign. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
have a
sure.
sign next
Yeah,
time, bro.
it was pretty crazy though. But man, when they were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna set up right here," I go, "Bro, the cotton is right there, bro. What the hell?" Yeah.
Bro.
But like, hey, man, it was fun though. Like it was still so much fun. So.
Don't sit me next to the rotisserie chicken boy. I
Oh
would chow
man,
that down.
dude, the hot and ready, bro.
And
They're
the-
ready.
The tamales, bro, right
Oh
there too.
man.
So when I say literally they'll play anywhere, they'll literally
Play anywhere. Yep,
Yeah.
even at HEB. Dude, that's cool though, man. Because you're gonna. I just again, I'm optimistic, bro. You're gonna be one day being like, remember when we were playing the HEB? And,
Yeah.
And now we're in the HEB Center in Austin.
Yeah, dude,
right?
that'd be
Cedar
awesome,
Park.
man.
Just stuff like that, man. Be optimistic about what you're doing. But that's cool that you're doing that. I mean, I'm trying to think about the craziest place I did a wrestling on at the golf course at the drive course. River City Range, I used to put a wrestling ring on top of the
Oh
Oh,
really?
that's kind of cool.
Damn.
the driving range. We had to have wrestling shows out there, man. So
That's
it's crazy
awesome.
stuff. We've done. You gotta get creative that way. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think people don't realize like how much work it takes to do something when you're trying to get into the industry. You know, that's one thing that I did tell the guys when they're starting off. I'm like, man, it takes work. Like
Yeah.
it's not just gonna happen. You're not gonna snap your
Yeah.
fingers and be like, oh, I'm playing AT&T Center. You know, one of the reality checks that we had
Yeah.
the last day at NIOSA. You know, good Josh was like, I went up to him and I was like, you all right? And he's like, crying and stuff.
I was not crying. Nah, he's making this up,
No,
guys.
he wasn't-
Nobody
he wasn't
listen to him.
crying.
Nobody listen to him.
He wasn't crying, but he was. I could tell like he was very overwhelmed, you know, by
Yeah.
the whole couple of days. But I said, I go, well, shake it off, guys, because next Saturday we have a gig. We'll probably play for like 10 people.
Yeah,
So
and it happened.
we're gonna go from 8,000 to 10 people,
Yeah.
and it happens. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just tell them, you know, whether it's 8,000 or 10 people, 100% every time.
Yep.
You know. You can't let you know, you run into issues sometimes. I got a funny story when we were at the Phoenix one time with Josh. Man, I'm just ragging on Josh today.
Let's do it.
That's usually how it goes.
Crashing on Josh.
Hey, if you crash on me, you're done, son.
It was funny because we were playing and his string busted. We were at the Phoenix and he was playing and he's all like, I'm jamming, right? I'm just jamming. I noticed that it busted in the corner of my eye, but I'm not giving him the,
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention. And he's all like trying to get my attention to his string busted. I'm like, dude, I know your string busted, bro. Just keep playing. And he turns around and walks to me. My string busted. Like, keep playing your fucking song. Keep playing your guitar. I was so mad, dude. And he goes back. He's all.
He's just playing.
I'm like, dude, I
Yeah.
can tell, but you know, you can't let it get to you. But those are kind of like fun moments, you know. Probably nobody would have noticed, except that he made everybody notice.
made it-
Yeah,
made it
probably.
pretty
Yeah.
obvious.
Hey, it was a rookie mistake, man. That was like our second show in, and I was like, I was freaking out, and yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what gives y'all this confidence, bro? Like again, like I have some kids that want to play basketball, but they don't want to shoot the ball in the game because they're nervous. Like y'all are literally shooting threes right now in the basketball aspect of it, right? Like what's giving y'all this confidence to just go out there and play?
I mean, I think our just belief in each other.
Yeah.
Like, we just all know what we contribute to each other, and we just believe in each other that we can be the biggest thing in this world.
Oh yeah, man. That's
It's easy when
These
you
two
have-
guys don't give a crap about anything. Like they just do it. Like
really
yeah, like
We've
they're-
been
Yeah.
playing together since like middle school, so
okay. So y'all have let the jitters kind of just
Yeah,
jump
we,
out, you know,
Turn your
already.
solo up.
Yeah.
You boost your freaking solo, you freaking idiot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
an uncrash out
That's
right
an
there.
unquote quote.
It's an unquote. We're gonna get a shirt that says that.
What is it gonna say? I'm sorry.
It says, "Did you?" So one time we were in practice, right? And we practiced in a small room, probably about the size of this.
And
And
they're loud, dude. They don't
Loud.
hold back. Neither
Oh,
one of
no.
them two dudes.
This guy plays
hold
like he's
back.
playing in the freaking AT&T
play-
Center
you
over
play
there.
how you perform.
Dude, yeah. I have to wear earphones just to keep my hearing. And yeah, so basically we're practicing a song, running through it, and for some reason this guy, so you can like boost make your guitar louder when it goes to the amp. He boosts it in the middle of a thing and starts soloing, dude. It was so loud. And after we finish, right, goes, "Did you just boost your solo, you freaking idiot?" It's like, and we all just started laughing so hard, man. It was hilarious.
I didn't remember saying that, but
He doesn't
To be fair,
remember.
I couldn't hear over Josiah. To be
Yeah,
fair.
he's right next to Josiah, so I don't blame him. Yeah, but
Is that
yeah,
my bad?
he said my bad.
That's
Yeah.
cool though, man. Like I said, man, it's tough for people to get that, to get over that fright of being in front of people and being as young as you are doing it, man. That's pretty awesome. Like I said, so
Thank you so
That's a
much.
lot
Thank
for y'all. What y'all are doing, I commend y'all on getting out there and doing this thing, man. So, all right, guys. Man, I appreciate y'all coming out. We'll definitely be following, sharing. We'll love to do some post stuff. So anything y'all come up with marketing, man, send it our way. We'll share it on our social media so people can come out
Thank
and
you.
check
Yeah,
it
that
out,
sounds
man.
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Heck yeah, man. We
yeah,
always
shout
say,
out to New Braunfels, man. They've been great. They've been, very supportive. These guys have a good little entourage that follows them around everywhere. All
That's
their
cool,
good
man.
Friends
All of our
and-
friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is that? How is y'all's like age taking in y'all's music? Because you're playing, La Bamba and shit.
Yeah,
bro,
I honestly,
they
dude,
probably
it's
don't
pretty-
even know about Richie.
Yeah, dude, it's I think they're taking it pretty good though, because I mean,
Really?
man, a lot of our friends, like I said, shout out to all of our friends. They literally come to all of our shows and make it triple the fun that it already is, So, but yeah, no, it's pretty cool, and I think they like it. And obviously, we always ask them too, like, y'all got any songs y'all want us to do or anything like that, kind of just to add them into it. But yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely a blessing to have good people that surround us. All of our, like I said, all of our friends and people even from high school. I see them and they're like, "Hey, y'all started a band, right? You and Josiah and Jonah?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, dude." And he was like, "Oh man, I think that's super cool. Like, keep going."
That's awesome.
And that's always like super encouraging to hear from like people that I haven't seen in a couple, like like I said, like 2 years since high school. So it's pretty awesome,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up, man.
Yeah, it's been a little adventure because, like he was saying earlier about the whole age thing at some of these places. Yeah, so we've had to kind of have some special requests. Hey, can you X their friends out and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they're walking around with big X's. But man,
That's cool,
They get
man.
down. They got some good friends that know how to dance, and so they get everybody motivated out there.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
good, man.
A couple of the older people, once they've had a couple of them, they get up there
Yeah.
and they start moving around. And
Yeah, it takes us a couple
feeling good.
drinks.
Yeah.
You won't see J Rock dancing until you give me a couple drinks. Usually it's tequila, and I might even try the worm. We'll see how that goes.
Oh man.
Hell no, that ain't
I
gonna
gotta
work.
see that. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Wait, what's
I'm
what?
gonna have fish?
Hey, what song you want us to play for you to do that?
Right, I don't know, bro. Probably Triple H's entrance.
Oh,
Hen-
time to play the game.
Yeah, Motorhead plays that shit. Yeah, there you go, some Motorhead, man.
That's tough.
Yeah, I'm big on that. So, what do y'all listen to? What's your music like? Because I'm sorry, but a lot of new music with these youngsters. I'm not a big fan of it. But I mean, for what you are playing, what is it that y'all listen to?
Obviously, a lot of country. Treaty Oak, for instance.
there you go. Oh,
obviously, like that Red Dirt. But like, I really like Spanish music too.
Really?
I really enjoy Spanish music. Oh yeah, like that. Let's see, Los Tigres del Norte, all that stuff. I like Vicente Fernandez. I actually do a Spanish song of that, a little cover of Volver. Usually try to do every show, stuff like that. I really enjoy it. These guys, they listen to
I listen to like whatever the heck. Like I could be listening to country, or I could go to metal, hardcore.
Open-minded about everything.
Yeah.
What is Dundry Country, by the way?
Dude, they made that up. We gotta get.
I
That's
made
another
that up.
shirt. That's
That's
another
a shirt.
shirt.
I
Country
don't know what
Dundry,
that
low
is
key.
either.
You don't know what
That's
that is? I
like-
don't know what that. They said it the other day, and I'm
Dundry
like,
Country?
what is that? I have no
It's
idea.
like think of like the super slow country, like the it's just like
It's just like the old style.
Like
country.
Johnny Cash?
nah,
Nah.
not that far, but like kind of it's like the country that just stays the same the whole time. It's like
Okay.
and then you got a super like twangy country voice.
You're gonna have to give me an example. when we
Country
get off.
Country.
That's
The
weird.
country country.
Not weird. It's just new, I should say.
I don't know, man. I can't even think right now.
They said the word. I was trying to. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't know
no
what
idea.
that means. All these new words, bro. I'm telling you.
I know.
Yeah, I'm big on like, dude. Post Malone's my guy,
Dude,
bro.
I went to a show, bro. It was
There you go.
awesome.
Did you went to
It was
Alamo Dome?
awesome. Yep, Alamo Dome.
Bro,
It was
yeah,
wild.
that. So I'm a jabroni in this way. Like, I love watching as I get there to see like, oh shit, what are they using production wise? And when I first walked in, the first thing I realized was the screens. I'm like, whoa, is that gonna be a screen? Is that gonna be a screen? And you kind of want that because and I know a lot of big namers do this, but the way Post Malone did it, whoever was running his production, like behind the scenes and everything, and the camera shots, it made me feel I was on the floor, right, when I was hearing everything. And so that was really awesome, man. Post really did a great show, and you know, that's my second time watching him. He kills it, man.
Yeah, he's really good.
But what I was going with on him was his music. Like he can be all over the place.
Yeah.
And I love that shit.
I think people
you
respect
know?
that about him, and I think that's something that we try to take a little bit of that too. You know,
Yeah.
because we've had people tell us, "Man, y'all sound like kind of like rock," and then other people are like, "Oh yeah, y'all sound pretty country." So it's like
That's
a
what's
mix.
up.
But we always try to stay in our little circle too, though. Like as far as like, you know, how far we don't want to range too far to where, you know, we're like going R&B over here and nothing
Yeah.
like that. But we try to stay in our little space that we have too.
Well, that's cool. What about you, Unc? What kind of music did you grow up with, listening to favorite bands?
Dude, I listen.
Beethoven.
Way. No, man, I listen to a little bit of everything. I have a brother that's 10 years older than me.
Okay.
And funny story. Every time that back in the day before we had iPhones and all that stuff, you know, you could actually go and buy a CD or a tape. My older brother, man, he's a drummer and he loves music. You know, he hears everything. And so when I was young, like 12, 13, he would literally come and tell me, hey, let's go for a drive. And like we take off and we'd play a new album. He's the reason I got into like Stevie Ray Vaughan,
Oh,
you know,
hell yeah.
Joe Satriani, Steve Vai. Like I was all into that 'cause I'm a guitar player. And then, but then he also got me a lot into Spanish music like Luis Miguel, Alejandro Fernandez, and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously I always played, always listened to church music too.
music, yeah.
But the Spanish music was a big thing, like with him. And he, I remember one time, I was referencing a band, Sin Banderas, and he had bought a new album from them. It had just came out, and he's like, hey, dude. He calls me. He's like, hey, dude, go to my room, put we had stereos back then. You know, put the stereo on and just listen. He's like, it's a back in the day we had the CD changers.
Yeah.
Remember that? He goes, disc one, just put it on. He's like, call me afterwards. So I go in there, man. I'm sitting down. And it's all love music. I didn't know what to expect. I'm hearing it. I'm like. I'm just like, crap, dude, am I getting emotional here? I was like 16, 17. I'm like, am I getting emotional? What the heck's going on? So I turned it on and I got up and he later on that day, he's like, hey, Josiah. I'm like, yeah, dude, why didn't you give me a freaking warning? I'm under crying by myself, dude. Looking like a weirdo. He's like, nah, it's good music though. So that's all. He's always been a huge influence in my whole music stuff. You know, as far as music recognition.
Yeah.
But now, man, I hear a little bit of everything. I like country. I still like Spanish music.
Yeah.
I grew up playing a lot of like gospel music too. We played one day when we played at the pizza place. What's it called again? Infernos. Yeah, and some guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, man." He goes, "I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I can tell you're significantly older than the other guys." I'm like, "Thanks, man. Appreciate you pulling me to the side to tell me that." Because these guys were breaking down, and then I go, "What's going on?" He's like, "No, I heard y'all playing, and like, you know, I was like, man, these guys sound good, and this and that." And I started paying attention to the bass, and I was like, this guy doesn't play country bass. Like something's different.
Yeah.
And I said, well, yeah, I kind of grew up playing a lot of gospel and stuff. He's like, that's what it is. It's gospel.
You already knew.
Yeah. And he's like, and then I'm just like, because man, the band sounds great. He goes, but something caught my attention about how you played the songs, interpret them. I'm like, yeah, like I don't really play country. I hear it, but
Yeah.
I don't play it. But But it's been fun, man, playing with these guys. You know, I love messing with them. You know, with this guy here, we got an ongoing joke that when he's doing sound check, we're like, "Hey, dude, your guitar sucks right now. It sounds like crap." The other day we did it to him. The whole show, he's over there trying to tweak the amp the whole time.
Yeah. He all gets all insecure and
I walk into
We need a new amp. This shit's broken.
Yeah. They'll be practicing. And Josh is like, I got a new song, and I'll sit there and I'm like poker face, you know, and I'm hearing it, and then he gets all excited. What'd you think? It was good? I'm like, dude, that sounds like crap.
Heck yeah.
And they, you know, just to mess with them, you know.
Yeah, that's about. We love doing. I mean, yeah, no, we do that all the time. It's about 100% of our practice, probably like, or at least a good 50% of it is just telling each other,
Bragging on each
you sound
other.
like crap. But like in the end, it's all like, man, we all just mess around with each other. So
Yep, that happy place, man. So when do we expect maybe your own album or your own music coming out?
yeah, so we've been hitting the studio really hard, like I said. So we actually just got done recording 2 new songs here at Green Studios with our good friend Eddie Perez Sr.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out.
know Eddie.
And no, it's been fun, and we've been blessed, and he's a really great producer, even better guy, and but yeah, we recorded those 2, and hopefully we're gonna release one more single and have an EP coming out
Nice,
very
man.
soon. Yeah, hopefully the single we're expecting it within the next month.
Good stuff.
What we're
man.
hoping for. So
Heck yeah, that's always good for you to have your own music and start playing that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're getting these gigs and let these people know what you're doing, bro. And like I said, man, continue to let us know. We'll spread the word, man. So I know I could probably sit here and have y'all for another hour, but you know, I got wrestling coming up in about another hour. So
heck yeah.
me and my wrestling. No, I'm just joking, man. I'm excited to come watch y'all, continue to see y'all grow, man. If there's anything I can do on my side, you know, Unc knows a lot of things that I can do to help you out with relationships and plugs and all that. Love to help you out where I can, man. And again, just see y'all grow.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to get Sonny around y'all, bro. I want you to meet Sonny.
Yeah,
Sonny's
dude, that'd be
great.
sick. Heck yeah.
Yeah, Sonny's a great dude, man. We
yeah.
usually do a Shoot the Shit podcast on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Johnny, my business partner, also a host here on the show, we're going to Vegas this week. When we come back, I told him, I said, we need to have Sonny on the show on a Shoot the Shit podcast. That guy's funny.
Yeah.
And that guy's got some story for days, man. He's hilarious. So, but other than that, he's a great artist, and I'd love for y'all to connect somehow, man.
Yeah, dude, that'd
I
be
want him
awesome.
to see the upcomers.
The upcomers.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
Triple J.
The Triple J, man. So,
And if anybody knows where Josh can get some dance lessons, that would be
Is that what
fantastic.
he-
Yeah, that would help. Yeah, I've had a couple girls tell me that, like, they're like, how do you play country music and I know how to dance? And I go, oh shoot, man, you got me there. I can't lie.
okay, I don't know if I asked this earlier, right? I think I was going there, but I don't know where we went. Are y'all single or what's going on?
Not this guy.
I
We're
have a
single.
girlfriend.
Hey,
This
we're
is
single.
embarrassing.
We're single. We're single. And Unc, well, yeah.
Oh, he's married.
El tiempo ya pasó.
Awesome,
Ya
Melissa,
pasó.
yeah,
It's
no.
crazy to think my son's almost as old as them, right?
Right?
Like,
It's crazy, right?
I
Yeah.
have no business being out there, man. Funny story about that. So one day we're playing at the Phoenix, and these dudes think that it's real cool to kick their leg up on the drum. I think I told you about this story on the bass drum, man. They're all rocking. I'm like, we play country. What are you head bobbing for, man? It's country music. And Jonah is all rocking out, and Joshua was like, and then he looks at me like, hey, come over here. I'm like, heck no, dude, I'll fall off the
Heck,
stage
yeah.
if I
Pull
put
a
my
muscle
leg.
up there.
I can't. There's a video. He's
Yeah,
like, I
dude.
can't.
Yeah, in the video you can see him go, I can't. I'm like, oh man.
I was like, dude, what are y'all doing to me? First, you gotta tell him, dude, don't embarrass me up there, man. Like,
Right.
you know, I'm
Don't
just
be
in the
doing that shit.
background. Let me do my thing, you know, in the background. No, this dude tries to make me part of the show, and I'm just like, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, at NIOSA, we had a funny experience. Remember that girl?
Oh my gosh, dude, that was crazy. This girl, dude, I'm pretty sure she had a little too much to drink. She's out there in the corner. She's like
By
this by herself, right? And she's looking at us, right? And I was like, who is she looking at? And I'm like following her hand signal. And it's who's on the left side of me? We got the Unc of the group right there, and she's all telling Unc to go down there and dance.
She
I was
was
like,
fiending for
damn,
Unc.
she was
She needed him.
fiending.
She needed him.
And then I was like, and then Unc was like, and he kept pointing at me, and then she was like to me, and I was like, how you gonna get the singer and the bass player to go down there and dance? That's like
While
the
we're playing a song,
while we're
right?
playing a song, like how,
What's the matter with you?
it was
It was only like
hilarious.
5:32. She was already drunk.
I know, dude.
Oh,
Barely
yeah.
started. I was like, "Chihuahua, bro, you need to go home." Golly.
But man, one of the guys that works with us, he does our sound. His name's Dave. Shout out to Dave too. It was funny because was it the second night that after we played, he came up. He was because he was out there doing the sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him that these young ladies were inquiring about these young gentlemen over here. And after the deal, Dave's so funny, man, because he comes up his little iPad, right? And he goes, there's some ladies out here that want to meet the band. Look the way he said it, bro. He's all real nonchalant, real casual. He's like, there's some ladies out here that want to meet the band. And I'm like, well, I'm out. So I'm just like, I stood in the back of the stage, grabbing cable, and these two dudes. But the funniest thing was that we had this guy's cousin doing security.
Yeah.
Oh god.
They talked to them or whatever, and then I look up. It wasn't even like 2 minutes. I look up and I see his cousin over there talking to some of the girls. I'm like,
He just swooped
so much
in,
for
bro.
this
yeah, that dude just swooped in.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
even know where he came
I was
from.
paying him for nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. It's
And
crazy.
I went up to him afterwards. I'm like, did you have a good time today? He goes, oh, yeah. I'm like, I bet you did. You're supposed to be over here working. You're over there talking to girls.
Yeah, yeah.
But it
Nah,
was funny.
for real. Shout out Dave too. Shout out Mr. Dave Wade, man. He's an awesome guy. Awesome at running sound, and he's definitely our favorite sound guy there. So, and a good friend. So.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome, guys. Well, again, I know we were trying to leave 3 times. These stories can keep going, bro.
Yeah,
I love
I'm
this.
sorry, man.
Yeah,
no,
sorry.
you're good.
Just funny.
No, I love
Sorry.
it, man. No, I love it. I love that you are. This is what it's all about, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again,
We're some chit chatters over
no,
here.
it's good, bro. I can do this shit for hours too, man. It's always fun. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody who's watching online, coming in and watching these guys and getting to know about them. If you're watching on YouTube, again, make sure to follow us and find out where these guys are playing next. You know, and go watch them play. And I'm excited for again just everything I got going on, man. So we will check out latest, guys.
Moving.